All right, we're crossing live for the Africa Investment Forum, which is hosting a virtual boardroom session, which is a key component of the Africa Investment Forum Market Days. The African Investment Forum, of course, is going to be providing updates and previewing a number of deals that have been made across the continent. Now, the African Investment Forum, it's a meeting of the founding partners of the African Investment Forum, a multi-stakeholder, multidisciplinary platform that advances private and public-private partnership projects to bankability, raises capital, and accelerates deals to financial closure. Going to be hearing, of course, from Akinwumi Additional, the president of the African Development Bank, as well as other dignitaries that are going to be in attendance here at this virtual forum. And just to remind people, this actually was supposed to be, this is going to be taking place from the 15th, of course, until the 17th of the month, so over the next couple of days. The third edition of the Africa Investment Forum was due to be held in a hybrid format in Abidjan in December 2021, just late last year, but it was postponed owing to the emergence of the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 virus. So there's about 45 deals worth $57.4 billion that have been curated for the boardroom sessions. The 45 boardroom deals are projected to create a total of 3.8 million jobs across the African continent, both direct and indirect. About 1 million of those jobs go to African women and women entrepreneurs, another 1 million to youth. So let's get it started.
Across Africa, it's time to power investment and accelerate the development of the continent, the youngest in the world. I'm Solomon Mugera, and welcome to the 2021 African Investment Forum boardroom sessions. And yes, you heard me right, it's 2021 because just days before the African Investment Forum's Market Days event in December last year, the world was gripped with fear as a new variant of COVID-19 virus, Omicron, emerged. Things are getting back to normal, and your participation in these virtual boardroom sessions is a loud and clear message. Africa is bigger than any challenge. Africa is open for business. And yes, if you know Africa, you seize the opportunity. For the next 3 days, the African Investment Forum boardrooms will be teeming with mega transactions. And I know you want to hear more. And I won't keep you waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to introduce Dr. Akinwumi Additional, President of the Africa Development Bank Group and the Chairman of the Africa Investment Forum. Mr. President, over to you.
Thank you very much, Solomon. Good day to you from wherever in the world you're connected from. It gives me great delight to welcome you on behalf of the African Development Bank and all the partners of the Africa Investment Forum to the Africa Investment Forum's 2021 boardrooms. I am joined by leaders of our partner institutions. Patrick Dlamini, Chief Executive Officer of the Development Bank of South Africa. Professor Benedict Orama, President of the Africa Export-Import Bank. Admasu Tadese, the President of the Trade and Development Bank. Alane Bobise, Chief Executive Officer of Africa 50. Samaila Subayu, the Chief Executive Officer of Africa Finance Corporation. Mr. Mohamed Al-Jazair, the Chairman and President of the Islamic Development Bank Group. And Mr. Waina Hoyer, President of European Investment Bank. I wish to thank you all, my dear colleagues and your staff, for your excellent partnership and strategic financial support for our joint effort, the Africa Investment Forum. It is great to be back doing deals for investments in Africa, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic, preventing us from having the Africa Investment Forum for 2 years. The 2021 Market Days for the Africa Investment Forum were to have been held in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire in December of last year. All was set. Then Omicron hit. We had to postpone the event for the health safety of everyone. Overall, the COVID-19 pandemic did more than affect the forum. It affected investments into Africa. According to UNCTAD's Investment Trends Monitor, foreign direct investment inflows to Africa declined by 28% in the first quarter of 2020. By the end of the third quarter of the same year, greenfield projects declined by 66%, while cross-border mergers and acquisition declined by 44%. The number of announced project finance declined by 49%, with significant declines especially for infrastructure, which declined by 47%, and fossil fuel energy projects, which declined by 41%. Yet, Africa is resilient. African economies are recovering well from the effects of the pandemic. The investment opportunities in Africa have not changed, and Africa remains the place to invest for investors looking to reap high returns and high social impacts. That is why I am delighted you have joined us today for the Africa Investment Forum's investment boardrooms. We have an impressive 500 participants. We have 300 investors from around the world represented for these investment boardrooms. I am absolutely delighted. Your participation shows that you see opportunities in Africa. You see a continent with booming entrepreneurship, a continent with high returns on investment. So welcome to Africa, a continent of immense potential, a continent with the Africa Continental Free Trade Area market size of $3.3 trillion. Welcome to Africa, a continent with investment opportunities that cannot be ignored. From opportunities for investors in infrastructure, to energy, power, transport, mining, agriculture, healthcare infrastructure, digital infrastructure, fintech, creative industries, and sports, Africa offers it all. It offers it all in one place, on one platform, the Africa Investment Forum. The Africa Investment Forum is a unique transaction platform where deals get done. It is Africa's premier investment marketplace, where the African Development Bank and its partners advance projects to bankable stages, raise capital, and accelerate the closure of deals. In 2018 and 2019, the Africa Investment Forum attracted about $80 billion in investment interest to Africa. These investments are already changing the face of Africa in many ways. The $600 million deal for the Ghana Cocoa Board signed during the 2019 edition is already helping Ghana to be on track to expand its cocoa production by 1 million tons. The $25 billion liquefied natural gas project deal in Mozambique, closed during the Africa Investment Forum in 2018, has taken off and will turn Mozambique into the third largest producer of natural gas in the world. Despite challenges of insecurity that threaten this particular project, normalcy has returned. The future is brighter today for Mozambique, thanks to the support provided by other African countries, in particular by Rwanda, South Africa, and other countries in the Southern Africa region. That, my dear friends and colleagues, that is the spirit of Africa, the spirit of Ubuntu, which in Zulu means, I am because you are. The Africa Investment Forum is here to make your investments happen in Africa. We are because you are. In the spirit of Ubuntu, the Africa Investment Forum is a connector, connecting project sponsors, investors, financiers from public to private sectors. It helps to mitigate investor risks by deploying a suite of risk guarantees, including partial risk guarantees as well as partial credit guarantees to reduce risks to investments. It works with governments to put in place policies, legal and regulatory frameworks for investments to thrive. Today, as we gather, we have curated for you 42 project deals with a combined value of $58 billion. There are several investment opportunities. They include the $247 million special agro-industrial processing zones in northern Côte d'Ivoire. They include a $3.3 billion East Africa Railways corridor that will connect Tanzania to Burundi and the Democratic Republic of Congo. It has another component that will link Rwanda itself to Tanzania. They include a $15.6 billion transport corridor highway that will link Lagos to Cotonou, Lomé, Accra, and of course Abidjan, where I'm speaking to you from this morning. They include healthcare projects to develop a state-of-the-art Accra medical city. They include a digital health transaction and a fund to support universal healthcare coverage for low-income patients. They include the $545 million VZ lithium mine project in the Democratic Republic of Congo, which will be critical for the global electric car industry. We have several projects on renewable energy projects as well as in oil and gas. Oh, I love movies, and I love Nigerian movies in particular. We have a $140 million film academy in Nigeria. I am particularly excited that we have deals as well of women-led businesses worth $5 billion. Why am I excited? Well, when women win, Africa wins. There are many more. The expectations are high. The deals are ready. The Africa Investment Forum is all about deals. We have government leaders in the investment boardrooms. We have ministers. We have CEOs of major corporations. We have heads of financial institutions. We have project sponsors. We have investors. Most importantly, we have you. So, let the deals begin. Welcome once again, and thank you very much.
Wow, Mr. President, I am because you are. Those are your words, summoning that Ubuntu spirit. Thank you so much, Mr. President, for that very powerful and uplifting speech. And those going into boardrooms will surely walk in there with a spring in their step. And if you're chairing a session, you're sponsoring a project, I know right now you're fine-tuning it, or you're a boardroom participant, you're an investor, it is time now to prepare to enter your boardroom. You've got up to 15 minutes to activate the session link sent to you from AIF Investor Blast. Please, let me just repeat that again. AIF Investor Blast, they've sent you a specific link to enable you to enter the right boardroom on schedule at 10:30 GMT. That is just about 14 minutes time from now. That's the time when transactions will commence. And for those not participating in any boardroom session, let's meet on Twitter handle at Africa Investment Forum or hashtag AIF 2022. And you can also visit our website, africainvestmentforum.com. But more important is the big day. Don't miss the results of the boardroom transactions on Thursday, this Thursday, the 17th of March. And that unveiling of the boardroom results starts at 1800 GMT. Thank you and see you later.
All right. That is, of course, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, president of the African Development Bank. They've just kicked off, there it is, the virtual boardrooms to begin soon. 45 deals worth $57.4 billion have been curated for the boardroom discussions that are about to take place. Of course, this is the Africa Investment Forum from the 15th through to the 17th of this month. Lots to be excited about as far as investment opportunities on the African continent.